What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the sound from Wolfgang Gartner's Space Junk. It's a very basic synth. It's the recognized melody that a lot of people know from that song. Today in this video I'm going to be using some cool new little tricks to make it easier for you guys to follow what I'm doing. Because I know that it can be kind of frustrating having to pause and everything, so yeah, I just made it a lot bigger in certain places just to make things easier so you don't have to try and follow my mouse or anything. So, alright, so this is the sound you're going to be making at the end here. Yeah, I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos and there was a lot of people trying to make this synth, and not a lot of them, I mean, I guess a lot of them are getting the right idea, but they're just kind of copying the notes and getting it semi-close, and people like freak out because they're like, oh, it's so cool. But I really try to get it as close as I can to the real thing, so. Alright, so let's get going here. On the, of course you want to just bring up a Sylenth for this one. It's my specialty synth here. I always add a compressor to all of my synths just to kind of, well, I guess I take a compressor and pull the threshold down to about 16.9. I guess that's what I have it at right now, around 17. And that just kind of gives a little more of a full volume, and then it also gives it more of a, in my opinion, professional sound. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get going here. So pull up a Sylenth, and then as always you want to initialize the preset from the menu. Alright, and then getting going here, you want to go up to the polyphony, and you're going to pull that up to 5. Just give it, and that's because the only reason I put 5 is because that's how many notes you play at a time in this melody, but if you want to add more you can. Polyphony is just adding the amount of notes you can play at one time, so like I said, in this song it's only 5 notes. So in oscillator A1 you're going to make this a square wave, also known as a pulse wave according to Sylenth. So yeah, it's just going to be the square looking one. It's going to have 2 voices, and then you want to take the detune and you're going to pull it up to just above the second notch of the detune here, so around 1.14. That's what I have it at right now. Alright, and then that's it for oscillator A1. And then moving over to the oscillator A2, this is the more important synth here. This is the one you want to use to get the good sound. So you're going to pull this up to a triangle. Kind of looks like a sine wave, but you want to pull it to, it's right above saw. It's a triangle wave. It's going to be 2 voices on this one. And then you're going to pull the octave down to -1. And then the detune is going to be just like the last one, around 1.2 or so, or it's just in that general area. It's not too important if you get it really close. It's still going to sound pretty close to the same thing. And that should be it for that one. Alright, and then what you want to do next is you want to go to part B up here at the top. So go ahead and click on part B, and it should turn a weird mossy green color. Alright, and then in oscillator B1, this one's going to be a square wave as well, or pulse wave, that's what Sylenth calls it. It's going to be 2 voices on this one. And then you're going to pull it down, or pull the octave down to -1. And then the detune once again, just to around 1.15 or in between that. And I don't really, it's just anything close to that's fine. Alright, and this is the sound you should have so far. Pull this back up. And this is the sound you should have. Oh, sorry. Forgot something here. Go back to part A and go to oscillator A2, the one I was talking about, the important one. The important part of it that I completely forgot is the phase. So yeah, go back to oscillator A2 on part A, and you're going to take the phase and you're going to pull that up to the middle, so around 1.8 or so. And then this is what you should sound like after you do that. Or sorry, not 1.8, 180. Alright, so yeah, that's what you should sound like. So just a reminder, in case you're still lost, go back to part A and go to oscillator A2 and turn up the phase on that, the second knob, up to 180. Alright, going back to part B, in oscillator B2 now, we're moving on. It's going to be a saw wave, so this is what's going to give it its gritty sound. You're going to pull the voices up to 3, and then the detune is going to be the same as the rest of them. It's going to be just about 1.2, 1.19. That's what I have it at. And then that should be it for the oscillators, and you should have this sound now. Okay. Now, this is the part where we are going to give it the right dynamics in certain parts of the synth. So you're going to turn on the EQ in the center box here. It's going to be a 2-pole. What the difference between one pole and a 2-pole EQ? A 1-pole EQ is just kind of a basic, just kind of does like a easy, simple EQ to it, and then the 2-pole just adds more dynamic EQ to it. It changes more parts of the synth and makes it easier to, or not easier, sorry, it just makes it, like I said, just a little more dynamic. So, what you're going to do in this is, like I said, make it a 2-pole. You're going to pull the bass down to about there. You have it around like 5.5 or so. Then the bass frequency, pull down a little further than that. So it's going to be about 60. Or sorry, not 60. Around 40. And then the treble, you're going to pull down as well. That's going to go about there, around 4.57 decibels. That's about what I have it at. And then the treble frequency, you're going to pull down to about there. I have it at 1184 hertz. Around that area should be fine. And then the final result of that, I'll play my preloaded clip here. This is the sound you should have at the end here. Alright, and then just like playing it by itself. Great. Alright, so that is that. If you guys have any synths out there that you are really, really wanting to get to know, just give me the song and the guy who wrote the song and what synth you're talking about, and I will do my best to try and make a video on that synth if I feel there's if it needs to. Most of the time, sometimes synths are pretty simple and I can just kind of explain it to you. But yeah, just if you guys want to hear certain synths, just let me know, either on my channel or just in the comments, and I'll check those out and help you guys out with that. If you have any other questions as well, feel free to comment or send me a message on the YouTube thing. Also, feel free to subscribe. I'll have plenty more videos coming out over time, and also find me on SoundCloud and follow me on there if you'd like to as well. So yeah, I hope you guys like the new animations and stuff. Hope it made things easier. If not, just let me know as well. And yeah, hope to hear from you guys soon.